Hello, algebra students. This video is at the request of Boyana and Bree. Boyana wanted to know what would happen if something was on a platform from the example we did in class. And then Bree asked if I could make another video about this. So we've got a rocket being launched off a platform. So there's my platform. All right, there's my rocket. Okay, something like that. And we know it's going to go like this, right? Okay, and we're asked to find how high will the rocket go and when will it get there. Well, let's first of all get our equation going here. We know h equals negative 16t squared, oh, excuse me, plus or minus v sub o t, plus h sub o, right? Where t is time, v sub o is your original velocity, h sub o is your original height, and your h is your ending height. So let's see, this is 20 feet here. We know the initial velocity is right there. So the equation I'm going to use is negative 16 t squared plus 70. Oh dear, what the hookah waka just happened? All right, 70. H equals negative 16 t squared plus 70t plus 20, because the starting height is 20 feet up in the air. All right, now, question A, actually, I'm going to do this part first, and then I'm going to do that part. You see, this is going to be the t of the vertex, and this is going to be the h of the vertex. So to find a vertex, I use t equals negative b over 2a. All right, and so I'm going to do negative 70 over negative 32. And when I divide that, let me see, where's my calculator here? All right, so get out of that. Negative 70 divided by negative 32, and that would equal about 2 and 1900ths, roughly. Now I'm going to use that whole decimal when I do my calculations, but right here I'm going to do, I'm going to write down 2 and 1900ths, but I'm going to use that whole decimal in my calculations. All right, so I've got about 2 and 1900ths seconds. So that's how long it's going to take to get to its maximum height. So down here it's going to be, time 0 is here, and then this is going to be 2 and 1900 seconds. Now I'm looking for the height. So 2 and 1900 seconds. Now, to get the how high it'll go, I'm going to plug that decimal into this equation. So, let me see here. Go back to my calculator. I'm going to have negative 16 and 2.1875. I could have taken a shortcut there, but I didn't want to confuse anybody. Plus 70 times that decimal, and then plus a 20. All right, and so when I do that, I'm going to get this 96, a little bit over 96 and a half feet. Okay, so 56.25. So H is going to end up equaling 96.56 feet. Okay, now you really should show the work. I did it all on the calculator to save time, but you really need to show the work. So H is about 96/5600ths feet. Oops, feet. Okay, now when will the rocket get to the ground? Well, that is going to be a quadratic formula problem because I'm trying to find one of the zeros. So I'm going to go t equals the negative of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, whole thing is over 2a, which is 2 times negative 16. Sorry about that. So, erase that, put that quantity back in there, that parenthesis. And so I'm going to have t, and it's going to be approximately equal to, because it's not going to come out pretty, plus or minus. Let me go find the value to discriminate for 16 and 20. All right, so let me go with, so 70 squared minus 4 times negative 16 times 20. And that's going to equal 6,180. So I've got this going on here. Oops. A rad of 6,180 all over negative 32. Now, I don't care about the answer that's going to be negative. I only care about the answer that's going to be positive. But let me go ahead and go to my calculator here. And let's see. I'm going to have the numerator will be negative 70 plus the square root of 6180. Oops. I'm doing that a lot lately. Get out of there. Put that in parentheses and divide that by negative 32. That's the negative time. I don't care about that. So now I'm going to go and do the same problem, except I'll change that plus rad 6180 to a minus 6180. And I went too far. All right, there we go. And this should get me the positive time. And there it is. It looks like about 4 6400ths of a second. So when I do that, t is going to be approximately 4 6400ths seconds. All right, so that's the value right here. Okay, now the last part is when will it be 96 feet off the ground? So I'm going to do h equals, I'm going to do 96 because that's my ending height. 96 equals negative 16t squared plus 70t plus 20. I want it to equal 0, so I have to subtract 96 from both sides. And so 0 is going to equal negative 16t squared plus 70t minus 76. Now, I'm not going to go through and do this for you. I'll let you do it. I will tell you that you should get a time of 2 seconds, and then you're going to get another time on the other side, and off the top of my head, I don't know what that is. But go ahead and ask me in class tomorrow, all right? I'm running out of time because the bell just rang. All right, so that's it for the video. Mr. Laurence signing off. Have a good night, everybody.